Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Starfield with Bad Day Guy Gaming, where I have my first Class B ship. So this is going to be a short video. We're going to rebuild it. I think it's time to retire the Razor Leaf. Even maxed out, it just doesn't have the jump capability to go everywhere I want to go. So let's see what we could do with the Class B ship. Now, right off the bat, ships are just like hot rods. Extra mass slows them down. So one of the first things I'm going to do is strip this apart, get rid of these junk weapons. Strip this down. These are cosmetic pieces. The only thing these do are slow your ship down. So remove all of these cosmetics. I only use cosmetics if I absolutely have to, because something just looks totally messed up or I need structural frames to attach things to. Now, one of the things I like about this ship right off the bat are these guys right here. Each one of these has 585 cargo. They snap onto the back, bottom, or however you would like to do these. Now, one of the things I am going to do is, come on, flip these around and attach these to there. So that's going to be where my cargo is, because these are double snapping and I try to keep my ship as flat as possible. I could snap to the top and use these underneath as storage, because these legs are so tall I don't really need the extra height, but it's going to be nice to run underneath. Now, if I look at this, I have the control station, gives me 4 crew. That I am most likely going to keep. Computer core gives me a crew station of 1. Delete. I have a living quarters with 2 passengers, so I might keep this one, but most likely I am not. One of the reasons why is I think I would rather have, in fact, I will just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start here at the base. Let's go to get. Now, I am going to need a 3-in-1 all-in-one berth, because that has the galley for making food, and it's one of the only ones that's kind of useful. The engineering bays are just cosmetic, but the all-in-one berth does have a kitchen. So I'm going to slap that there. Oh, one more over. Yep, I think that'll do. Let's go ahead and snap this onto the front. Now these guys I'm going to put onto the front side here. Move this out of the way. And then I think, since I have the all-in-one berth and I have the station here, what I need is, and I want it to match, so there's the all-in-one berth, the armory. Nope, no captain's quarters, no computer core, because I already have. The control station gives me 4. That's literally the other side. The infirmary, science lab, workshop. This is the workshop. It's the one that has all the benches in it. So this, and this will give me everything I need. Lots of room for all the crew quarters and everything. And then I'm going to pop in reactor on one side, jump drive on the other to make my base. Now these, let's drop these one low right there. Oh. There. Now these guys can go under there. That's going to be the basis. Now, one here, one here, one here, and One here will give me my landing gear and secure the whole thing. Spacing of landing gear is very important. You only need 3 landing gear to start, but the more mass you have, the more they have. And I see a lot of people putting their landing gear right next to each other like that. And in actuality, on the ship balancing, because it does calculate, it will tell you you need more landing gear because part of the ship is not balanced correctly. So if you spread them out properly, it gives you more mass per landing gear. So that's the basic design of the ship. Now, I wish I could build these. I would have to have Starship Design Rank 1, which I'm not to yet. So unfortunately, as much as I would like to keep this, because I would like to put these in here, so you could fit 2, 4. This alone would be 1,200, plus you could fit additional ones if I had the ability to do these, but I don't quite yet. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get there, and since this is the only one and I don't want it unbalanced, I'm actually going to delete this in favor of some other ones. So let's go ahead and switch to this and go to cargo. Oh, go back one. And these guys right here. 64 mass, 300 cargo. And I'm not going to do anything with this door. I like to keep one hatch exposed just for RP reasons. I like the idea that in case there's a fire on the ship, I can pop open this hatch and vent the fire and Sarah out into space so that everyone can be safe and happy. Let's see, we're going to add another one on this side. Another one on this side, and that brings me up to 3170 cargo. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is come underneath here, and in down here I'm going to put one shielded cargo. It's only 160 worth, but I very rarely, if ever, carry around banned goods in order to have to risk it, but I have been finding quite a few lately, so I think I might end up having to do some smuggling for them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I am going to put one. This is the best that I can build a shield generator right now anyway. I'm going to go ahead and keep the airlock, place it in the center. That will put the airlock stairwell as a single stairwell in the center of the ship. So I can come out, run to the different areas with ease without having ladders in the way. I could even put it back here, but as you can see, that would require me to give up this shielding and bump this back even farther. And I would almost prefer to have this more forward because I am going to use these bottom weapon mounts. But I don't want a bunch of ladders blocking the cockpit entry. I find that a little bit painful. So I think right there will be fine, and I'm hoping both doorways will be here. Most likely one or the other will be back here, and that's just going to be a minor pain to have to deal with. But here we are. Now, I need fuel tanks. These are both ugly and huge, so delete and delete. And then this is a side mounted, which is not going to work for me. So I'm going to get rid of that one. So what I'm going to do now is go to here, go to get, and let's look for some tanks. Now I have a choice of 50s or 70s. The mass is only a slight bit different, and since I'm going for range, I'm going to go ahead and pick the 70s. For right there. That will pretty much do me for that. Now, mobility 30. That's not going to cut it. But I gotta have 1, 2, 3 mounting points here. So let's go to get engines. Now I can just add basics for 5. That will give me 8. That'll give me 11. That'll give me a 12. And this is lighter mass, and it gives 12. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Now this serves another purpose too. I have the cargo containers underneath, the engine's on top, so it makes it a little bit harder for them to hit my grav drive and reactor. Speaking of grav drive and reactor, let's go ahead and see if there's anything better than what we have. Now, this one is the 101DS, power generated 16, and I'm pretty sure with a Class B, there's something I can do to improve that. Oh, that's grav drives. Reactors, here we go. Now this one is 1621. This one gives 14, this one gives 20 for a mass of 27. This one gives 21 for a mass of 57, so looks like this is the one. Delete this guy. Now let's check the grav drives. See if there's anything. This is the 11G, so let's get in here. 11G, this gives me 10, grav jump thrust to 27, 23. That is literally the best one I can get for right now. So let's put that one back. I think that one will do. Now, this is pretty much it. Now, I am not going to use any of these cosmetic pieces. So delete, 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 and I could save this, but I really want to save the one mass. Same with this guy. So that's it. Now it's time for weapons. I have one plate, a plate, and one under here, 2 here. So I think I'm actually going to be good to go with this. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that'll do. I don't even need these guys. Delete, delete, and I'm instead going to use here for the standard plates. Equipment plate. Get equipment plate. Now, the one thing I don't like is these hatches at the front. I do have to do something to change this. So I think what I'm going to do is go to structural. What is, that is one mass. One mass. You know what? I think I'm going to go for this one. Get, and then Z. There. Now, I don't need to spend the money to buy a new cockpit, but I did look at this one and I'm not crazy about it. So, delete that. Let's go to the front. Get. I am very used to the razor leaf, so I might just do whichever one of these looks the best. This gives me 260, 240, 225. I'm just going to go with the basic because I don't need the whole health. And now I changed my mind. I don't like this one, so I'm going to delete this and go back and get the other rounded ones. This one. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. So that is hull 741, shield 525, cargo capacity 3330. Eventually, when I unlock, I can get those other square ones that are the double side cargo links, these guys right here. Wait. It let me build the one. Yep, it won't let me build the other ones because I have to build it. It just let me build this one because that was in my menu. I did delete the one, but imagine 4 of these and these guys on the side too. Some of the most efficient use. So I'm going to put this one here, and delete this one again. So, yep, this will work. I could switch the engines and have those on the outside, but then the engines just don't quite look right. I like it better like this with the ones on the inside, and again, for RP purposes, I like the idea that they can open this hatch and go right out and grab cargo if they need it. So that is my ship. Now it's time to start on the nice boring part of paint jobs, and then I will do the weapons. So let's start. The very first thing I need to do is get my solid reds. And color 2. Let's get a solid white. And then color 3. Let's just go for, no, let's go for solid red. Okay, and then enter. Now that should, J, give me, yep, the red and white. So I don't like that, so let's do 2 white, nope, 2 red, 1 white, nope, 3 white. There we go. White with just the trim. Let's do the same thing for this one. Red, red, white. Now let's go ahead and start with a cockpit. White, red, red. Yep. I can't use the multiple select because I use different ones with different color combinations to get the look. Yep. Red, white, red on that one. Red, white, red. Let's see which one's which on this one. Red, nope, I want white for that one. Color 2 red, color 3 red. Yep, I like that. Now let's go for here. I want white. Nope, I want red for that one. Color 1 white. That'll work. Now let's do white, red. I want red for that one. Color 2 white. Yeah, that blends in a little bit better. Reverses the colors on that one. Now let's go ahead and we got quite a bit of ones to do here. Let's do same with this one as we did for the center. Let's do red, red, white. Nope, color 2 white, color 2 red, color 1 white. Nope, I like color 2. Yeah, let's just do red, red, white. On these, so that'll be red, red, white. Yeah, I like the look of that with the red stripes. It kind of blends in. Now let's go for the engines. Red, red, red. Let's do white, white. Ooh, don't like that. This one definitely has to be red. Red, white, and white. Yep, I think that'll do. So that'll be white, white, come on, and then red. Oh, white, red, white. White, red, and white. I think that looks good. Go to the back engines. Let's do white for the primary. Red for accent. Like that. Same thing for the other one. That works pretty well. Now, let me switch to underneath because I want to do these. I want it to be seamless. So let's do color 1 red, color 2 white. I like that. Color 1 red, color 2 white. Very seamless, just blends right into the engines. We will finish the bottom here in a moment. Now let's start on the legs. I'm thinking white, red, red. I think that works well. I mean, I could try. Nope, too much red. White, red, red is it. Let's get all 4 of these done. There we go. I like that. Oop, this one missed color 3's red to get that little block in the middle. And I think that will do it. Let's go to underneath. Now I have this, the landing bay. So let's go ahead and try color 1 white. Nope, let's do color 1 red, color 2 white, color 3 red. That's much more seamless from the red paint job. And to blend it all in, let's go to the cargo pod, which is going to be red, red, red. We're just going to try to make that look like it's blended right in with that. Now on to the little details. Primary color white, secondary color, oh no, primary color red of the bracket. I want the padding to be white. So let's do primary color white, red, secondary color white. Let's do white, red, since that's backwards. And now red, white. One of the benefits of using bright colors on your ships like this is it lets you be able to see your ship from very far away if you're on a planet. So you don't even have to bother getting your scanner out and try to see if it is, if you're heading towards it or using your scanner at all. You can literally see it with your eyes. So this is the basic ship. It's time to start on weapons. We have a mobility of 60, top speed of 140, mass is 1496, a little big. Here's the biggie. I'm going from 16 light year range up to 20. That's going to give me the ability to go where I want to go. Max crew of 3. So I could increase my crew space if I wanted to give up some of the manufacturing and some of the beds, but I like being able to sleep when I need to. So I want the housing, and I do want the kitchen, and I want all the crafting workbenches and everything. So a max crew of 3 will work. I rarely care. Right now I only have Vasco, Co, and Barrett, but Barrett I keep as my companion. So I only have 2 crew currently available, so I can always do something to increase that later. But now let's start on the weapons. I do have, oh, let's go to flight check, weapons, weapons, and weapons. That's the only things currently that I have warnings on, so I am going to add weapons. Let's start with checking out. Now I like my missiles, so I'm looking for the most powerful Class B missiles. The neutron beam is the gun that I'm going to go with, but I'm probably going to go with, let's see, 58 and 68. 58 gives me 5 missiles, a little bit less mass. 58, this gives me 68 damage for a touch more mass. I don't mind the mass. So let's do 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Now I have the underside here I could use, but this is literally where Vasco stands and it'll be too low, which for some reason forces Vasco to stand out here like 80 yards away from the ship. And I don't like that. I like to have him standing right at the door. So on this one, I'm not putting anything underneath. But what I am going to do is add my guns, which is going to be the neutron beam, which is 2323, shields and armor. Oh, come on. Here we go. And then you're probably wondering the other 2. They're going down here. And then now I would like to point out I could probably put a gun here. You see there's one error, which is ship's missing weapons assignments. Ship has weapons that must be assigned to a group. So I'm going to assign these to a group real quick. Unassigned, this is going to be my neutron beam, primary weapon. Secondary weapon is going to be the missiles. I only ever use 2, so I can allocate all of my power between those 2 weapons. I don't bother with EM weapons because I have no need to capture ships because I literally find them laying around everywhere. Right now, I am at max 10 ships. I captured 1, which gave me 2. The other 8 I literally just found lying around, just like this ship. There were 2 guys outside. I just shot them, walked in, took the ship. That was it. Some of them were completely abandoned and unlocked. I just walked in and picked them up. So I have no need at all to bother with any of the weapons. So those are assigned. Now let's check messages. Mobility and missing a weapons assignment. But check this out. If I do 1 more weapon, suddenly there's an error. Flight check. Ship is using too much power for weapons. This means they won't recharge. You can put them on, but once you fire and the power runs out, they basically will not recharge. So that is a no-no. So this gives me 3 missile launchers and 4 guns for a total of 92 particle. That is 92 shield, 92 hull. 204 missiles, that is 204 shield, 204 hull. Now I can fire 5 salvos of 3 missiles before these have to recharge. They're a little slow recharging. But between my guns that are almost non-stop firing and the missiles, I can basically, before I fire all 5 of the missiles as a salvo, I will destroy a ship. While I'm acquiring and targeting the second ship, these will recharge. So basically I can dump everything, blow up a ship in about 8 seconds, target the next one, get behind him, everything's recharged, repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So yeah, not hard to do, very effective. And one of the things I like about this particular design is I can run around through and underneath the ship real easy, but I still have landing gear to use as cover should I land and there be bad guys. So between all of this, I have access, can stand under outside of the rain, do whatever I need to do. Sometimes there's animals around, and if I'm trying to work, I can just stand underneath my ship and be safe from any flying creatures and such. But yeah, this is my design. Let's go ahead and go to flight check. Let's rename the ship. Rename G. What are we going to call this one? The first one was the Razor Leaf. That was the default name. So I think I'm going to call this... Nope, won't let me name it the Butter Knife Twig. Darn it. Okay, let's see. Nope, Wide Bottom Baby will not fit either. Let's see. Let's just call them Flat Top because it is very wide and flat. Confirm. There we go. So here's all my stats. Here's my ship. Accept and confirm. And let's go on an inside tour. 1 second though. View and modify my ships. Let's see. Here's again my new home ship. I have the Frontier, obviously keeping that. Here's the Razor Leaf. Still going to keep this one. I have a Bayonet. Junk. Let's go ahead and... 1 second. I think I need to go into the buy ships. And then sell. Let's see. Sell, enter. This is my dump truck for building OPs and things like that. It has 2120 cargo capacity. My new one now beats this, so I might not need this one anymore. But I am going to keep it temporarily just for emotional reasons. I have 2 of these. Let's go ahead and register for 11,000. Sell for 14, so a whopping 3 grand. Register for 99. Sell for 11. Register for just under 12 again. Sell for 14 in pocket change. Yeah, ships are not good money. I find one weapon that I can sell for 7 and 8K, so yeah. Register the garbage. Sell the garbage. And that is that. I have 4 ships now. Well, this is my primary, and I have 3 other ships literally sitting on the ground out there marked for me to go collect, just to go sell. So this is our ship. Down to 4 now.
Hey, stranger.
Not right at the moment. I'm going to give a quick tour. Now, hopefully I placed this. Let's see how the ladder came out. Should be a ladder going all the way up to the airlock too, right above.
Might want this.
Yep, there's the airlock. That's the loading bay. I have this back here, which gives me 4 beds, which is great. I still got to keep my bathroom. For RP reasons, I really like having a bathroom. So, no door on either side here. Both doors here. This is exactly what I was hoping for. On this side, I think I ended up slapping the wrong hab on here. This is supposed to be... Nope, this is a galley. That means this side Yep, I did. I picked the wrong one. This is the all-in-one. This is the one supposed to be the one with all my workbenches in it. So let's hop out real quick and fix that. I think I misclicked.
I have something for you.
Oh, not right now. Let's go ahead and get that corrected. One slip of the finger. Let's view and modify. Ship builder. Should have been this one. Oh, and Nova Galactic all-in-one berth. That is not what that one's supposed to be. Let's go to get. This one was supposed to be Habs. Workshop. Okay, I see. Let's go to get. Oh. That was my problem. It glitched and then I didn't notice. So get, let's go to workshop. Now let's put the workshop in instead of the all-in-one berth. Delete this. Let's go ahead and get the colors corrected on this one. Oh. J. Now it was white. Color 2. Color 2 was white. Color 3. Let's go with red on this one since I know that one's. Now, let's go to yeah, that's it right there. Red, white, red. There we go. That should fix it a little bit better. Same flight checks. Nothing's good. And accept changes. Now let's go do a quick tour of the inside. Now this should be the correct one and have all my equipment inside. Hello, Vasco.
Captain.
I do need to. Yep, nothing in here. This does come with some odds and ends that you can swipe for materials. It restocks it with junk, unfortunately, so I am going to have to clear it all out. Oh, yep, this is what I was worried about. I was hoping to have the door right here. But yeah, but this is okay. Here's 1, 2, 3 workbenches for weapons, armor, and industrial. That'll let me do any outpost building I like. Too bad that's just a chair. If that was a bed, I would be sleeping in here. And this is a little bit of waste. Now I'll show you. You could try shooting these, blowing them up, but every time you save and come back, a lot of the times it will still be there. Now I have my crew station, so I can carry plenty of crew around, never store anything on your ships. It'll glitch and everything will disappear. But I've got the places for people to work and my same old cabin left, so I don't have to worry about chasing anything. I will have to put all my junk back where it's supposed to be. I use the captain's locker for meds and explosives so that I can come back to my ship and restock and hit multiple locations. But this is the fella. Let's get up into orbit real quick and see if there's something to shoot at. We can at least test the weapons, find out how quick they recharge. I am going to have to play with the power, get it all allocated. We'll see how she handles.
Take off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, she looks acceptable. Everything's on a single level, so I only have the one.
Among the stars.
Oh. Shipping crate? Shipping crate? Oh, you know what? I will, take these. I'll get them in a minute. Let's check weapons first. These are my standard weapons, doing 98 a pop. I can probably get those to recharge because I do have all these extra. Let's do 2 into... No, let's even it out. There we go. Now let's try it. A little bit faster. Let's see if I drop one more and have it 2 up for the particles. That's a little bit better. That'll do some serious damage. And there we go. Let's see how long it takes to charge back. Of course, particles already recharged. It's going to take a little bit of time for the missiles to recharge. Not sure if I should. Yeah, the missiles are recharging pretty slow. I'd rather take off one off a particle. Let's add it to missiles. Let's let it fully recharge, and then we'll do another test and see if that little bit of swap around helps balance it out. Almost a second. That is a little bit longer to recharge, but these missiles are massive, so... And, yep, weapons are still there. They almost recharge instantly. The only thing the power does is give them a little bit faster fire rate. There's the first one's back. I can go ahead and fire. Yep, the missiles are a little bit slower. I almost wonder if what I should do is give missiles the double. Let's see if they recharge a little bit quicker. Primary they are doing a little bit faster. Alright, let's try weapons. Yeah, that's a bit slow. Now, see how long it takes to fully recharge. I still have guns. Still going slow. Yep, I think I'm just going to have my one salvo of missiles. I'm going to put the extra into the guns. I'd rather take a little bit extra time for the missiles to reload, because I can always use my guns until the missiles are reloaded. Yeah, it handles reasonably well. It's not a fighter, but it will do in combat. All right. Yep, I think that'll do it, guys. Now you see what the new ship is like. Too bad there's nothing around to actually test it on, but we will. Speed's reasonably good. Top speed is 75. The boost gets me up there pretty well. With the engines as they are, I only ever keep one into grab. Usually, I actually keep it in reserve because it will auto-assign to the grav drive in order to jump out. That does add about a half a second extra to the jump drive if you try to jump. And since one will probably end up being about 8 seconds, yep, I think that is going to be fine. I tend to rely on boosting away from enemies and just using my shield to protect myself until I can jump away. So I'm going to go ahead and collect these guys up so I have a little bit extra free loot in exchange for doing all of this. Until next time, this is Bad Day Guy Gaming, signing off.